Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you the most simple spreads that you can do for bullet journaling. The most, how you can set them up and how you use them. So hopefully this is helpful to you guys. If it is, then check out my channel. I have a lot more bullet journal content. And if you like what you see, press the subscribe button and let's get on to the video. So for my bullet journal, I have a very simple kind of skeleton setup. This is what I do for the very baseline of my bullet journal, and then I'll add in different doodles. Maybe I'll make the spreads a little bit different sometimes, but I'm going to be showing you the most simple, the baseline of what I do. So first of all, I always start off with a title page, and this just kind of splits up the months so that when you're flipping through your bullet journal, you know when January ends and when February begins, or so on and so forth. So I always include a title page, and you can customize your title page however you want. This is how it's backward, but depending on the theme that I choose for each month, I will make my title page based off of that. So this month I did a starry night theme for my bullet journal, and I'll show you my title page here in a second. Here it is, and so I kind of went along with that theme, so I did a very starry, pretty cover page, and that just split it up. And then on the other side of the page, I decided to do a quote. You don't have to include any quotes. I just find them refreshing and encouraging, and I enjoy creating them, and you don't have to do quotes if you don't want. But I always just go online to Google and find a quote that matches my theme and then write it in there with calligraphy or something. So it's a lot of fun for me to do those quote pages, but you don't have to do them. So after the cover page, I will do the calendar. The calendar for me, I set it up like a normal calendar, as you would see the normal setup with the weeks and everything. But the original bullet journal setup came with a different type of monthly setup kind of calendar thing. So it is called a rolling calendar, and it's basically the page is has the days written down the side. Here, I'll show you in a second. So that's what it looks like. You guys can use whatever fits you best. I just like the normal calendar setup because I like to be able to see the days of the weeks and all that stuff. But if you like the rolling setup better, then you can do that as well. I will show you how to set that up. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to basically just write 1 to however long the month is down the side, and you can include what day of the week that is. And then as you're filling it in, you can write down what tasks or events are happening on that day on the line. And this really works if you want a really split up setup for your monthly page. After the calendar, I always have my trackers, and I do normally 4 or 5 different trackers. You don't have to have any trackers. You can do a bunch, you can have none, whatever fits you. So I like to do at least a habit tracker and a mood tracker. These you can split up or create differently. So for my habit tracker, I have, depending on what I want to do, the most simple setup is a vertical setup where you have the days of the weeks going down the side, and then on the top you write out what habit you want to track, and then on that day you'll find the number of the day down the side, and you will put a dot underneath if you did it that day. So I'll show you, this is gonna be backward, but this is for my monthly setup here. So this right here is the days of the month, and these are all of the habits that I want to track. So then on that day, so I'll go to 1 if it was the first, and I would say, okay, did I work out today? No, I didn't, so I wouldn't put a dot there. But then if I did YouTube on that day, I would put a dot there. So it's a really fun way to track your habits and see what you need to improve on and what you need to stop doing or whatever. It's a really fun spread. So next I have the mood tracker, and you can do your mood tracker very differently depending on your theme, but most of the time I will have a specific shape based on the theme, and then I'll split it into however many days are in the month, and then I will pick a color for whatever mood, whatever it means for the mood, and fill it in on that day. So this month I have a moon here, and see it's half filled in, but on the day I will find the date that has, or the square that has the number of the day on it, and then I will pick the mood that matches the color. So if I'm in a really good mood, I will pick this color. If I'm in a really horrible mood, I will pick this color. So you can do whatever colors that you want, whatever shape you want, but that is a really fun way to do it. Also for January, I had a really different fun one where I had a bunch of circles. Here, I had a bunch of circles here, and whatever the certain way that I filled it in is how my mood was. So here, whatever that day was, I was in a really bad mood. But here, I was in a really good mood. So you can really play around with what each mood means. So now I normally do a water and a sleep log. So it tracks how much water I drink and how much sleep I get. So I do this like a line graph. So I will have the days of the month down here, and I'll have the amount of whatever it is along the side. So I like to smush water and sleep logs onto the same page. But if you are uncomfortable with doing that, then you can do it on 2 pages. But so on the top here, this is for my February setup, I have my water, tracking how much water I drink. So down this side here, I have the amount of 8-ounce cups that I drink, and then the days of the month. So I will find the day, so say it's like the 2nd or 3rd, I will find the day, and then I'll go up to how many cups match and put a dot there. Then throughout the month, I will continue to do that and connect the dots with a line, and then it turns out really fun. I'll show you what it looks like when it's completed. This was for January. It's all completed. You can see the spikes and the dips, and it's just a really good way to see exactly how much water you're drinking or sleep you're getting. So with the sleep tracker, I will just have the hours that I sleep down here, and then the days of the month, and pick how many hours that I slept. So I always do a brain dump just in case I have any random list or things I need to get down on paper that I can't have in my head anymore. So this is optional as well. You can do this or not. Normally it's just a blank page. I will write the header up here and then maybe do some doodles around it, and it's a really simple spread. You can do whatever you want with it. You don't have to do this. Some substitutes for this are different trackers, like expense tracker or reading tracker, whatever you want. You can find a bunch of ideas online, Pinterest or YouTube. There are a lot of ideas out there. So next, what you're gonna do is you're going to make your weekly spreads. This is where you're going to write down all of the tasks that you have to get done. So there are a lot of setups that you can do with this 6 boxes, so cramming the weekend into 1 box, or you can do 7 boxes. There are a lot of setups that you can do, but I picked the most simple, I believe, and I am showing you how to make it today. So it's basically this setup where you have 3 boxes on the top and 4 on the bottom, and then you have a little section over here where you can write the title and maybe a mini calendar, and show you I did this setup for this week in my bullet journal. So today is Monday. See, I have some stuff in for Tuesday, but then the rest is blank. And in this extra box, I did the title and a mini calendar, and then I picked a keyword for this week just for a mini goal. But basically, you're going to be creating through 7 boxes, 3 on the top, 4 on the bottom, and it's a super easy spread. So it might take you a little bit to figure out the spaces or like the measurements, but once you get that down, it seriously takes you 5 minutes. So this is how you make it. It is super simple. It's very easy to use as well. So I have a system that I use when I'm creating my to-do list. It is my key. I use my key. So a dot means that it's a task. The dot crossed out is a task completed. And then if I connect an arrow to the dot, it means I'm doing it another day. A diamond is an event. A star is important. The dot that's crossed out is canceled. And then a square is a note. And so I go by this system when I'm writing my to-do list so that I know exactly what everything means, and it keeps it so organized. So use this setup for your to-do list, and believe me, it'll make everything so much easier. I don't think there's anything else. I promise, make another video on yearly spreads. Normally I will have a collection of spreads at the beginning of the year that just like sum up the whole year and just things that I don't need on a monthly scale. So I will show you that in my next video, possibly. I think my next video is going to be my March plan with me, so stay tuned for that. That is an exciting video. But I promise I will make my yearly setups and how I do that. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give this video a thumbs up, comment down below and tell me any questions, comments, ideas, any of that. Tell me just anything. I love comments and answering you guys and hearing from you guys. So comment down below, like this video. If you enjoyed this video, you can check out my channel. I have a lot of other videos like it. And if you like what you see, press subscribe and click that little bell so you get notifications whenever I post. I post every Thursday morning at 8 a.m. So stay tuned to my channel. I also have a Facebook page where I do weekly live streams Saturday at 1 p.m. of my weekly spread, so you can see exactly my thought process and how I create my weekly setups. So thank you everyone for watching. Bye.